Hi! In this tutorial, we're going to see how to get started with Matter protocol examples using ESP-IDF Extension in Visual Studio Code on Ubuntu Linux operating system. Then, we will use it to program the ESP32 board with Matter samples. So, let's get started. Please note, this tutorial is divided into two parts. In this first part, we will see how to install and set up ESP-IDF Extension in Visual Studio Code in Ubuntu OS. Then, in next part, the part 2, with the use of ESP-IDF Extension, we will see demo of how to program two different ESP32 boards with Matter sample firmware. We will program these ESP32 boards as Matter accessories or end devices. So, before starting this tutorial, it is recommended that you should have followed our previous tutorials about install, setup, and configure the development environment for ESP-IDF and Matter SDK. In our previous videos, we have seen about how to set up ESP-IDF development environment. Then in another video, we have seen about how to set up ESP Matter SDK and its development environment. These two tutorials are mandatory prerequisites to follow in order to understand this ongoing tutorial of creating project in VSCode. We will program these ESP32 boards as Matter accessories or end devices. So, if you are watching this video and want to replicate it on your system, make sure that you have already seen and followed our previous videos. First, we will install Visual Studio Code in our system. So, let's go to Google and search VSCode download. Then, go to this official link of Visual Studio Code. Here on this page, you will see download links according to your OS platform, like Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So currently we are performing these experiments in Ubuntu OS. Therefore, we will go with .deb package, which is usually for Debian distro, like Ubuntu. So here, as you click on this button, download will get start and the setup file, that is deb file, will get downloaded. Let's use that setup file to install VSCode in our system. We will do it in our system. You just follow along and replicate in your system. Okay, now you can see VSCode got successfully installed. Let's open it. So, this is a user interface of Visual Studio Code. You must have known about this. You can choose the theme as per your choice. Okay, now let's install ESP-IDF Extension. For that, go to this sidebar. Then go to Extension Marketplace. This icon. It will get open showing different popular and installed VSCode extensions. Please note, your system must be connected to internet to download and install these extensions. So, in this search bar, search ESP-IDF. Like this. Related results will be shown here. You can see this is an official ESP-IDF extension by Espressif Systems, makers of ESP32 chips. As they said here, you can use this to develop, build, flash, monitor, debug the Espressif chips using the Espressif IoT development framework, that is ESP-IDF. Down here, they have given how to use instructions. You can follow them to download and install Visual Studio Code. So, as we said earlier, and as they also mentioned here, that you must have to install ESP-IDF system prerequisites for your operating system. like Linux and Mac OS. But in case of Windows, there are no additional prerequisites. So you can follow this guide here on VSCode, or let me show you same guide on GitHub. Here is the one. So you can directly go to this link and follow the steps. This is same official ESP-IDF extension repo of Espressif Systems. So you can see, in this repository README file, they have given clear instructions and screenshots to install, set up, and how to use this extension. Okay? So you can refer here for more information. We'll share the link in the description. We will use same guide for our tutorial. For that, let me arrange these windows side by side with each other so that we can refer it easily. Okay? Okay, let's start now. As per the guide, currently we are at step 5. We have searched this extension and it is ready to get installed. Let's install it. Click on this install button and keep this auto update option checked. The extension will get installed. Then next, in step 5, after you install the extension, the Espressif company logo or icon will appear in left sidebar, like this. When you click on this icon, you can see a list of basic commands provided by this extension. You will also see this another walkthrough page on VSCode, where they will give step-by-step instruction to ESP-IDF Basic Usage Guide. You can see these commands, similar to this screenshot. Next is step 6, which is configuration step. To do that, you can click on this button, or you can also press F1 and type configure ESP-IDF extension. Let's click on this button. Next window will appear, and this is the main guide. Please note what they say here. Make sure that ESP-IDF prerequisites for Linux are installed before choosing the setup mode. So you should install all the prerequisite. We have covered that in our previous videos. You can refer them. If you haven't done it yet, don't worry, you can still do that in next step on the go. So these 3 are setup modes. Express, which is the fastest option. Then Advanced and use existing setup. Choose according to your system configuration. In our case, we have already installed ESP-IDF via command line method, if you recall our previous videos. So we will choose this third option. Use existing setup. But if you haven't followed our command line setup videos, but you still want to install the extension and as well as the IDF, then you should choose Express option, and during follow-up instructions in Express install, you will see the options to select the desired version of ESP-IDF. Alright, let's go with our specific option. That is, use existing setup. So once you click on that, you will get this another window to asking you to search ESP-IDF in system. Let's click on that. This process will scan your system and list all the dependencies and their particular paths on your system. On next window, you will see these options. Here, select the download server according to your region. Then select the IDF version. Pick an ESP-IDF version to download, or the Find ESP-IDF in your system option to search for existing ESP-IDF directory. So you can see all these latest versions. You can select any of them if you want to download another version. It got populated here automatically, since we have chosen that Search or Find in the System option. Okay? Similarly, the paths of ESP-IDF tools and Python version also got automatically pulled. Now, once we've done all this configuration, we just need to click on this Install button to install the extension in our system. Let's do that. You can see, as they said here in step 12, you will see a page showing the setup progress status, including ESP-IDF download progress, ESP-IDF tools download, and install progress, as well as the creation of a Python virtual environment. This will happen if you choose to download ESP-IDF. But in our case, it will be somewhat different, since we have selected the option of using existing setup. Now I just need to locate the IDF and link its path here. If everything is installed correctly, you will see this message that all settings have been configured. In our case, there is one more additional setting. As they said here, for Linux users, OpenOCD needs to add some rules for permission delegation in USB devices. So we have to run this command with sudo privileges. Let's do that. Let's copy this command and paste it in terminal to execute. We will do it in our system. You just follow along and replicate. All right, now let's go to next step. That is how to use ESP-IDF extension in VS Code. Let's first close and restart the IDE. Okay, now let's open the examples and see how to upload them into our ESP boards. So you can see, when you click on the Show Example button, VS Code will ask which framework you want to use. Currently, it is showing for both frameworks, ESP-IDF and Matter. So if you followed and replicated our tutorials, you'll be seeing similar options here. We are going to use Matter examples. So let's click on Matter samples. Next window will show extensive list of Matter applications. You can see here there are a lot of examples available. You can choose any of them, but for this demo, we will use two different examples: light and generic switch. Please note, for the demo of this example, Matter generic switch, you also need at least one Matter light sample programmed to another supported development kit. Let me show you the hardware setup. Okay, so as shown in this hardware setup, for this experiment, we need two ESP32 boards. We will use ESP32C3 and C6. On C3, we will program Matter light sample, and on C6, we will add our generic switch sample. We will use this generic switch device to control the light application. For that, we will utilize the built-in boot button of C6 Development Kit. Using that button, we will be able to control the status of Matter light. That means we can turn it on and off. Alright, so this was all about first part of this tutorial. We will see about this hardware part in detail in next part, the part 2 of this tutorial, in which we will also see the demonstration of this experiment. Please stay tuned. Thank you.